Pathologic 2 is a first-person survival horror game released in 2019 by Icepick Lodge, an indie developer located in Moscow, Russia. There are many things you could say about this game. That it's a punishing, nearly unfair game that requires players to prioritize between keeping themselves alive and progressing through the plot, and saving NPCs and managing an in-game clock. You could say that it's a reimagining of the original Pathologic, which was even more punishing and featured the routes of 3 playable characters, whereas Pathologic 2 only features the one route, that of the Haruspex, Artemy Burak. You could say that Pathologic 2, like its predecessor, has janky gameplay that is only really there for the purpose of appeasing those who care about games as art, rather than a medium purely for the sake of fun. But we're not here to discuss any of those aspects of this game. What we're here to cover is the game's writing, and more specifically, its lore. See, the strength of this game lies not only in what story beats the player sees, but also in the beats the player misses. Because the game forces you on a strict timetable, it's impossible to see every aspect of the game's story in one sitting. Even in multiple sittings, it's very likely that the player will repeatedly miss crucial conversations that paint a clear picture of the world that Pathologic 2 takes place in. The town on Gorkin, often referred to as simply the town, and the steppe that surrounds it, is a fascinating setting for a game. When I first played it, I was enraptured by the world. Despite it being a horrible nightmare place, I kept thinking about what it would be like to be a regular citizen, just making my way in this town. The details were striking, to say the least. So, after completing the game on my first playthrough, I went to the internet to see people explain aspects of the lore that I didn't yet understand. Only, there wasn't that much to see. Video essays dissected the plot and themes of the game, but there was no prepare-to-cry style breakdowns of the various lore aspects of the game. So in comes my channel. It's quarantine and I'm lacking in social interactions, so I feel the need to talk about one of the best games I've played this year into a microphone to an audience of perhaps no one. But if these lore videos bring a new level of understanding and enjoyment to the game for even one Pathologic fan, then I will have considered my channel a success. Moreover, if even one person stumbles upon my videos and then decides to buy Pathologic for themselves, then I will, in some small way, have repaid Icepick Lodge for devoting 15 years of development time to create an immaculate experience that I enjoyed. And that, my friends, is the greatest success of all. Also, if this channel blows up and I can branch out from this and achieve massive fame and popularity, that'd be a nice bonus. Hey everyone, if you like this video, please feel free to subscribe. It's just a push of a button and it'll show me that you like what I'm doing, and it'll let you know when I'm making more videos about the lore of Pathologic, or rather in this case, when I make my first video about actual Pathologic lore. If you want to hear what I'm up to when I'm not editing videos and you want to see what my thoughts are on the lore on a day-to-day basis, you should follow me on Twitter at @LoquaciousLore. Thank you so much for watching. This is the first video I've ever really put time and effort into, and it means a lot that you've watched it to the end. If you have a suggestion for the next video, please feel free to leave a comment, and on a more serious note, you should donate to Black Lives Matter. While I was sitting inside as a white guy, indulging in a hobby, people were risking their lives to make our country safer and more equitable for Black people and, by extension, people of all color. So you should really donate to Black Lives Matter, bail funds, or get more information. There are links in the description. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging in there with me, and I hope you'll tune in for my next video. Peace.